immense.
That journey was so beautiful.
Amazing experience.
It's really great.
I chose to volunteer in Kotak Education Foundation.
Teaching is a noble profession, but sustained volunteering is perhaps a notch higher. I say this with conviction because in the post-pandemic phase, it's been our volunteers who've been driving several critical components of our outreach programs. The shape of volunteering is also changing, especially in the post-COVID era, where integration of technology has been the denominator thinking. It's become very important to get in external volunteers to map and to deliver on business aspects which have far-reaching impact on student learning outcomes.
Volunteers play a very significant role across the organizations, and this is true especially of the social sector. KEF is very proud to have thousands of volunteers over the years who have contributed immensely. Volunteers give their time, give their talent, and give their hard work and contribution. They train, they teach, and they go to the communities to volunteer their time.
I truly believe that education is the only tool which can help people fight any kind of adversity, be it financial, be it social or emotional.
There are lakhs and crores of children in our country who don't even get the chance to go to a school, even a basic primary education. So what could be a better area to serve toward the society?
And if one gets a good education, I think that really creates a good base for a good future and a good career.
And it has been a very interesting journey. Through volunteering, you can do a lot of things for underprivileged students, because they are the ones who always need some guidance, some support, and some motivation in life throughout the time.
There are many students, there are many people around here who need help with verbal English, and guide them about how to converse in English, how to be able to get through, and I see them growing.
I felt so happy during that course time only. Many of them have got the jobs. I could teach them how to speak English. I could help them how to crack the interview.
Wherein I have briefed them about what are the different roles, challenges they may come across after doing their graduation and post-graduation.
When I did the spoken English program, I had a mentee, and the first day she came to me, she was very timid and very meek and barely speaking at all. And after that, after I think 2 or 3 sessions, she kind of started opening up to me. And then one fine day after the session, she just ended up in tears. And I asked her, like, what happened? And she was like, nobody has taught me like this before. So thank you so much. I feel so confident because of you. I like coming to class.
Through the education, I can see that we can solve many problems. Like you can solve the poverty, the unemployment, then the population issues, because the person, if he's educated, he can give that information to his family, to his society, and through that one person everyone can get educated.
What has volunteering mean for me is it's reverse learning actually, because what I have learned for so many years, and when I go and spend time with the youth and spend time educating them on financial literacy, or train them on mock interviews, or do selling skill trainings or sessions for that matter, I understand that there's a lot of reverse learning that's taking place, because they have a very different view of looking at today's world.
There are so many issues that we need to tackle in India, and it is only where as an individual we come forward and support these causes that I feel that some of these issues can be solved. Otherwise, we cannot simply depend on government to find solution for all these issues.
Doesn't matter if you have a humbling background, doesn't matter if you are from a vernacular medium. It gives me immense pleasure to see the shine in the eyes of these underprivileged children who wants to do so much in life.
My experience of volunteering, I've not only built relationships, but I've also got good friends.
I feel volunteering as a part of it is very important. It's a way that you can give back to the society what you've taken from it, and it's a way of helping people in whatever way possible.
Because as an individual, we might earn a lot of wealth and a lot of things that you would do in your life, but there's one thing that really counts is how we make others feel. And by this volunteering work that you come out and you do, you'll be able to make a lot of people feel better, and that is something that everyone's going to remember for their lifetime.
I realized that this is such a beautiful process where it's a beautiful give and take.
So we can very proudly say that the internship experience what the students get in Kotak Education Foundation has helped them to get a good placement also.
Volunteering is a great way to give something back to the society and contribute towards the betterment of the society.
If one gets a good education, I think that really creates a good base for a good future and a good career. So this is the space which I thought that I should also volunteer in and help spread the message across.
Try to be happy, and I stress on the word try because by considering to volunteer, because through volunteering you get to help people, and that in turn increases your happiness level.
And reaching out to the kids, and getting to see them smile is something that I look forward to, and this kindness and compassion is something that I want to carry for the rest of my life.
At the end, you won't believe the satisfaction and happiness you would get. It cannot be compared to any other material thing.
So I think I am very thankful and grateful to Kotak to consider me and give me this great opportunity and a beautiful opportunity to connect with the society in person.
The message for the younger generation is that you should always take out time from your day-to-day lives. It's not only about buying stuff online or going for holidays. It's also important to give back to society, and that feeling is unparalleled. You can't get that by going for a holiday or doing some shopping.
This is the purpose of life, right? Because what is in life if you can't give back and if you can't create an impact?
But volunteers also receive. They receive in return immense happiness, satisfaction, and they see the change they make in the life of the beneficiary.
The future of volunteering, especially at Kotak Education Foundation, is going to be enormous. And the reason is, we are soon going to have pan-India footprint. We are going to be present in multi-states. And therefore, you're going to have programs and projects which will rely heavily on volunteering. And why do I pick up volunteering as that important piece in the puzzle? It is because it drives enormous value. Value for the beneficiaries because it happens at a time and place which is convenient for both the volunteer and for the person who's being volunteered. My recommendation, my plea, my suggestion to all those out there is to volunteer with Kotak Education Foundation. Engage with us, engage with our beneficiaries, and arrive at outcomes where you're not just changing learning outcomes, but where you're changing life outcomes of these beneficiaries at large.